I've literally been dreading telling the story. It's going to take so long to tell. It just like very recently ended completely. Now I can tell the story in its entirety. That'll be the end of this story in my life. I'm going to try to get through this as quickly as I can. There are so many little tiny details and I do not want to forget them. Everything is so important to this story that you cannot leave a single thing out. So let's start with a little backstory. So I work in retail and the store that I work at is in this outdoor complex. There aren't many stores in the complex. It's pretty deserted. We have like the most activity, I guess. Like we have the most traffic For the complex, we have security guards. The security guards don't do anything. They are so lazy and complain whenever we have anything happen at our store. I'm not even fucking kidding you. We asked one of them to stand in our store like 2 days ago and he was like, I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. What else do you have to do? You are a security guard for this complex. Nothing is going on out there. Why are you complaining? We're giving you something to do. They literally ride around on their fucking golf carts and they go hide in their like security guard hole, their little hole in the wall. There's one security guard who has a bit of a history of falling in love with the girls I work with. We're gonna call this security guard lover boy Jimmy because I love Jimmy Jones. Okay, so Jimmy. So let's take this back to like November of last year. So my best friend Judy has a little bit of a habit of trying to hook me up with every single guy that she knows. Judy approached Jimmy about another security guard and we'll call him Ryan. She asks Jimmy if Ryan is single. He's like, no, why did you and your boyfriend break up? She says, no, it's for Courtney. And he's kind of like, oh, okay. Fast forward and it's like February? Yeah, because Valentine's Day. Okay, wait. Let me preface this by including some information about my boy Jimmy. He is 35, I think. He's like mid-30s to his 40s. And he's got a kid who's like 7 or 8. Perros! Focus. Jimmy approaches Judy and asks if I'm still single. She says yes because... She asks why, and he says because I want to send her flowers. Judy automatically is like, oh, fuck. He asks the next time I work. The very next day I worked was Valentine's Day. Fuck me. She told him the next time I worked. Thanks, Jude. So the next time I see Judy, she tells me, she's like, I have to tell you something, but you have to promise not to be mad at me. And so I tell her I'm not going to freak out, I won't be mad, and she says Jimmy wants to send you flowers. And I started freaking out. I'm very awkward when it comes to like affection. I don't like flowers. I don't like getting gifts or presents or like being complimented. All that stuff is like so weird to me. I don't know why. As soon as I heard that this random man wanted to send me flowers, I immediately am like, I don't want them. I don't even know how to accept them. Like, why does he want to send me flowers? I don't want them. She tells me the way that he worded it, it made it sound like he was gonna have them delivered. That made me feel like a little bit better because then at least I wouldn't have to like accept them. But then at the same time I was like, we're gonna like just tell them I don't want them. So freaking out, Sunday comes and I work my whole shift without flowers. And I'm so relieved. I was working that day with Judy and then my other friend Lauren. After work, we all went to lunch somewhere in the complex. I get a text while we are eating that says, somebody dropped something off for you. You should come back to the store. I said, I want to die. They were like, why? Like, this is a good sign. If they don't know why I want to die, then he probably didn't bring them in himself, because since he has like a history of falling in love with the girls I work with, if he would have brought them in, they would have been like, oh fuck. We go back to the store and I walk into the back room and I literally fell to the ground. The flowers were fucking huge and there was a gift bag sitting in the chair next to the flowers. I said, if that's for me, I'm gonna throw up. It was for me. So I opened the bag and it is the fucking Hello Kitty doll. And not like a normal size Hello Kitty doll. It's like 3 feet fucking tall. The grossest and creepiest stuffed animal I've ever seen in my entire life. It like stood up on its own. Had like little beady little eyes. There are cameras in those eyes. My immediate reaction was, I don't understand. Because he easily spent $70, $80, I don't know, $100 on all of this stuff. And I've never spoken to this man before. It was very nice, and don't get me wrong. But it was also a little strange that a man that I didn't know, a man much older than myself, was giving me presents and gifts, and I didn't want them. He also left me a card, and the card was like the cheesiest Valentine's Day card, like a card you would give to like your wife, and it was something, because I threw it away. Hey Courtney, I just wanted to take this opportunity to tell you how beautiful you are, and to see if you wanted to go out sometime, XO, Jimmy, something like that. And I started freaking out because now I'm scared to leave my store just in case he's like waiting outside for me. I made my friends get my car. I sat in the back room and I made them get my car and pull it around front so that I could just get in my car and leave. My original plan was to thank him. Obviously, he spent a lot of time, a lot of money on all of this stuff. So I was just gonna go up to him and be like, thank you, but I have a boyfriend. Even though I don't have a boyfriend. And he knows that. So he asked Judy if I was single. She said yes. But now I have a boyfriend because it eliminates all of the awkwardness from this entire situation. Or so I thought. Plan B was avoid him for the rest of your life. That plan worked out a little bit better. It actually worked out for about 2 weeks until this happened. Like 2 weeks after Valentine's Day, I was closing. I was there till like 11 o'clock at night. Every time I would leave work, I would either walk with somebody or I would call somebody. If you're with somebody, then it's like awkward to like approach that situation. If I'm on the phone, like you just don't interrupt anybody. So it was like a flawless plan. Flawless. So I was leaving one night and we have like a parking lot that we're supposed to park in. Employees park here. And me, being the genius that I am, parked like way over here because I thought it would be smart. I thought I was a fucking genius. I parked by this restaurant because I was like, well, if there is any chance I have to cross paths with him, I have to cross paths with him. I can't say this. If there's any chance that I have to see him at all, at least I'm parked over here and typically they would like walk the group of us to our car. Does that make sense? A little bit? So everybody's walking this way, I'm walking this way, and guess who's by my car? He was like sitting in his golf cart next to my car. My car was like in the most random spot ever. He does not say a word to me. He watches me walk and he watches me get into my car, he watches me pull out, and he watches me leave. He could have said anything. It was like the best opportunity he'd ever have to speak to me because I'm by myself. That was like the first situation where I started to feel a little weirded out by him. He would like come into the store all the time asking for me. He would ask like for my schedule like the next time I was working, which was very strange because I'm not kidding, we worked the same schedule and I have a pretty set schedule and he knew what car I drove. So if he didn't see my car, then probably because I was parking in random ass spots. I didn't think about that. If I wasn't there, he would come back like 3 hours later asking for me again. One day I was leaving work and this was like maybe a week or so after the car incident, like maybe 2 weeks after. I'm walking to my car and I was on the phone with Judy and there was a note on my car. He like slipped it in like the door handle. I was like, Judy, there is a note on my car. And she was like, you're lying, there's no note. And I was like, there's a fucking note in my door handle. I literally open the door, throw the note in, get in my car and like peel out. I'm reading the note as I'm driving. Don't believe me. It said, fuck, I wish I kept these. I like literally ripped them up and like throw them away because for some reason I think if I rip them up and throw them away then it like disappeared, like it's gone, it didn't happen. So it said something like, hey Courtney, it's Jimmy, I've been wanting to talk to you but like every time I see you it's not the appropriate time, something like that, or we keep missing each other. Hope you enjoyed the flowers, I still want to take you out sometime, XOXO, Jimmy. And then he put his number and then the world's creepiest smiley face. At this point I was like, it's been a month since he gave me the flowers. It is way past the appropriate time frame to thank him for the flowers, so now I have like nothing to even like go off of to approach him. I've never spoken to this man. I've never had a conversation with him. I've maybe said like 5 words to him. I asked him to help me open a crate one time because I couldn't open it by myself. Maybe I asked him to help me open the trash can once or twice because I can't open the dumpster by myself. I don't know about you, but like trash cans typically don't turn me on. So this man, for some reason, has somehow developed these extremely strong feelings for me. I had my friend Holly text him because she was the victim before me, so she had his number, and she texted him and literally just said, hey, just so you know, Courtney has a boyfriend. It's very simple, like just very blunt. He didn't reply. And a couple days later, Ryan comes into the store and goes up to one of my managers and he's like, what's going on with Courtney and Jimmy? And she was like, nothing's happening. She's like, she has a boyfriend. She's actually really uncomfortable by the entire situation. And he was like shocked. Like 35-year-old Jimmy with an 8-year-old kid is going around and telling his little security buddies about me. So like all of them knew about me. All of them knew that he liked me. Apparently they thought like there was something going on. So he says, oh, because Jimmy's been really upset. He's like, he's moping around, he won't really talk to anybody, he's really depressed. He is like genuinely heartbroken because I have a fake boyfriend. I just ruined this guy's life. And I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. This man is now heartbroken. He can't even do his job. He can't even ride around on his golf cart anymore because I broke his heart. He kind of acted like I like cheated on him or like I like led him on. Now we're at the point where he's like super sad, super depressed because I don't love him, and I'm at the point where I'm like super fucking creeped out, but he continues to come in asking for me. There's nothing else that I could possibly do. 2 more like little short stories and then we're gonna be done. I promise. 3 actually. So right after like the boyfriend thing happened when he was like supposedly really sad, we were taking out trash one day and I wasn't allowed to take out trash anymore. He would always hang out by the trash cans. I don't know. He's like best friends with the maintenance guys. I think that's why he was always over there. So I would stand by the door and like organize the trash. And one day I didn't see his car because I knew what car he drove. I'm creepy too. We're stalking each other at this point. So I didn't see his car outside. So I was like, I'm gonna take out trash today. So I'm taking out trash. It was great. It was successful. I got to take out trash. Never felt more free in my entire life. So then the very next day, it was the same situation, except his car was there, but I didn't see him. And since, you know, I had so much fun taking out trash the day before, I was like, I'm gonna risk it, and I'm gonna take out trash today. The maintenance guy, like, walks by us. I was like, watch. He's gonna go get him. I shit you not. He went and got him. As I'm like walking back to the door, the maintenance guy and Jimmy come like walking around the corner, and I started running. I ran back inside, and if that's not a hint in itself that like I start running when I see you, then I don't really know what is. Like, how did that conversation even go? Like, hey, a girl's taking out trash, and they're like, let's go. Another time, I was going on break. Me and this other girl went to like the same place, and we go on break really early. It was like 10 a.m. I was like, I'm gonna get breakfast, and she was gonna get lunch. You have to stand in 2 separate lines if you want different things. She like gives me this weird look, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go stand in my line, and she like looking at me like. So she goes to her line, and I'm standing in my line. I look to my side, and he's right fucking there. Like, immediately just like turned back forward. He was like standing like maybe 5 feet away from me. She's like staring at me like, bitch, he's right there. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna go get a bagel. So I run out of my line. I don't run, I walk quickly. I go over to her and I was like, I'm just not gonna eat today. And she was like, I was looking at you like, are you sure you want to stand by yourself? But again, perfect opportunity for him to talk to me. Final story, I was with Judy and Lauren. We were helping Lauren with a project for school. We went to this like boba place in the complex, and I don't know if you know what boba is, but it's like tea with like little balls in it that look like fish eggs. I don't know. While we were in the boba place, he drove by like 3 times on his little golf cart. And then when we were done there, we were gonna just walk over to like, it's Paradise Bakery here, but Panera Bread everywhere else because fuck Arizona. We're walking to Paradise Bakery, and we were gonna sit outside just to do this project with her. He drives by like 8 times just to like look. From that point on, it just kind of turned into a situation where like in his brain, I'm just assuming he was like, my ex, oh, this is so awkward. Every time he saw me, he would see me and then he would just like ride off really fast. And every time I saw him, I thought it was funny. For like the first couple months, it was like awful. Like I had so much anxiety over it, and it was like tormenting me. Then like after that, and when it was like awkward for him, it was hilarious for me. Like I was like, this man is insane. Actually, and I didn't know this until a couple days ago, I was like, I haven't seen him in so long. I was at VidCon too, so I was gone for like a week. The other day I was like, where did he go? And they were like, he quit. I'm not saying he quit because of me. I just think it's hilarious. He has worked there since I started working at my job, and I've been at my job for 3 years. And he quit. And that was gone. Forever. I don't have to deal with it anymore. And I don't want people to like take this the wrong way. I know like his initial intentions like weren't mean, and they weren't bad, and they weren't creepy. Everything else that happened after that was so creepy and so unnecessary. And that is my creepy man story. His age plays a huge factor into it. The fact that he has a kid, the fact that he loves me is like a huge factor into it because like, but yeah. That is the longest story, and I hope it was worth it. I have a lot more weird stories where this came from because I have a lot of really stupid shit happen to me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.